Hey guys, Christian here. Welcome back to another video. So it seems like 90% of the questions I get either via the YouTube comment section or Instagram DMs are 335i related. I'll get questions asking me if a specific 335i is worth the money, and they'll send me a listing. And several people ask me if this is a good time to buy a BMW 335i or if they should wait. I want to address that last question in today's video. The truth is that this is the best time to buy a BMW 335i, and today I'll give you guys 5 reasons why. Reason number 1 is that you can still find them stock. You know, stock as in unmolested. I mean, if you're gonna draw something, ideally you'd want a blank piece of paper, and that's how car guys see stock vehicles, right? You don't have to worry about modifications not being installed properly or being abused, or cheap aesthetic pieces bought from eBay like bumpers and they don't fit correctly, or they had to modify the OEM parts of the car to make it fit, and then you have to reverse everything, and along the process you find things wrong, loose, cut. It becomes a big headache, something that you just wouldn't have to deal with if you would have bought the car stock and unmolested. And statistically speaking, buying a stock 335i that's not been modified, has been taken care of maintenance wise, is less likely to give you huge issues in the near future. Sure, that fully modified 335i on Facebook Marketplace looks freaking sweet, the photos are crispy, the description is flawless. The owner states that he's done all the preventative maintenance on the car, but do you really know the history of the car, and is the owner being 100% real with you? Or is the car on its last leg and the owner just band-aided it so he can sell it, and it's only gonna last you about 100 miles before you get rod knock and all the oil leaks from every part of the engine bay? I'm not gonna say that this is always the case, but the stock car is typically more reliable than one that's been modified, especially one that's been poorly modified. That said, I have seen some reputable sellers that can back up their claims, show service records, and show receipts from like professional shops that have built their car, but those same sellers know what they have and they like to tax a bit more. And at that point, is it really worth buying somebody else's build where your creativity was pretty much non-existent? Or you can buy a stock one and save thousands of dollars and let your imagination put in some work and create something that's truly special. There's a guy that I knew that just had full bolt-ons and the stock turbos. He maxed those turbos out to I think like almost 30 psi's, and he pushed around 500 horsepower or more, closer to like 530 to the wheel. Just saying, do you really want to be the person that buys that car? Definitely not. Don't miss this opportunity of being able to buy a stock 335i. You remember cars like the EK Civic, BMW E36, and Nissan 240SX. It's almost impossible to find those cars stock. And if you do happen to find one stock, unmodified, unmolested, I'm sure that seller is going to be selling it for much higher than usual. I predict that the same thing is going to happen to the 335i in the near future as the price continues to go down on these cars and younger buyers just keep scooping them up because of cheap power. Real quick guys, before I continue the video, I want to show you guys something really cool. Since most of you guys are male, well 99.4% of you guys are male, I want to show you guys something that's pretty cool. It's actually today's video sponsor. Guys, just because we're in the middle of a pandemic does not mean you have to let yourself go. Like seriously, take care of that fro. Yeah, not that one, the one down there. Here's the perfect solution: the Lawnmower 3.0. You know damn well that your significant other really doesn't like that bush. I mean, mine kind of does though.
No, I don't.
The Lawnmower 3.0 is the very first all-in-one trim kit that is safe for your cojones. Those terrible days of nicking your precious balls are over. The Lawnmower 3.0 is made with skin-safe technology. It has this very bright LED light so you can get a more precise shave. It's even got a very powerful 7,000 RPM motor with quiet stroke technology. That's right, quiet stroke. Ladies, once you're done and you can actually see your balls, why not top it off with some Crop Reviver Refreshing Ball Toner? And this stuff smells great.
What smells so good?
You see? And some Crop Preserver, aka ball deodorant. Nice and fresh. The Lawnmower 3.0 comes with a premium 90-minute battery, and get this, the entire device is waterproof, allowing you to shave your bolas in the shower. When you purchase the Perfect Package 3.0, you'll get everything you see here. You also get a replacement blade for your lawnmower every 3 months. Get 20% off plus free international shipping plus 2 free gifts if you use promo code VV20. Your package will thank you. Huge thanks to Manscaped for sponsoring today's video. I do have a link to the Lawnmower 3.0 down in the description below, or you can just use the code VV20 when checking out. Reason number 2 is because there are a lot of companies supporting this platform right now. Guys, I'm not exaggerating. There are so many companies that sell aftermarket parts for the BMW 335i. It's freaking insane. And that's a very good thing for people like you and people like me, because when you have multiple companies creating similar parts for a specific platform, it brings down the cost, it gives us more choices, and we get to save some money on quality parts. Companies like CSF, Burger Motorsports, or my personal favorite VRSF sell a wider range of performance parts for the 335i, including intercoolers, downpipes, blow-off valve, charge pipes, oil coolers, oil catch cans, you name it. And the prices are more than reasonable because they have to compete with each other. I really don't think that other European car brands have it as good as BMW has it. We have support from so many different companies. On my personal E93 335i, I use primarily VRSF parts. I have pretty much every full bolt-on I can get for the car. Downpipes, dual cone air intakes from intercooler, exhaust system, inlets, and the charge pipe. Period with the full bolt-ons. I'm also running pure stage 2 high flows, and the combination is just freaking insane. The car is so fast. I've been using VRSF parts for a little bit over a year. Never had a failure. Construction is good and price is low. Like, it's a freaking win-win. I'll have all the performance parts installed on my 335i linked down in the description below if you guys want to take a look. When it comes to tunes, it's pretty much like aftermarket parts for the 335i. There's so many to choose from. You got piggyback tunes from like Burger Motorsport. You have MHD, Flash Tuner, which is the one that I have currently on my car. You have boot mode or boot mod, whatever you call it. And you even have Cobb, which has been around for a while, and a lot of people are familiar with that platform. Again, because there are so many options out there, it's pretty competitive. It keeps the price low for us, so we can stay within our budget. And I really do think that the best part is that you don't have to go with one specific brand. Like, the internet is alive, and you can literally go on forums and Facebook groups and you can find somebody that's documented their experience with various parts and different brands, so you guys can choose the right one that you think is good for you. Like, before I add anything to my car, just go on Google. You got Facebook groups, forums, even Reddit, and you can always find a couple of people giving unbiased reviews and opinions about certain products, which means that you should have no surprises. Reason number 3 is that they're becoming very affordable, and they're being purchased very quickly by young people. Guys, the 335i has pretty much reached the bottom of its depreciation curve, meaning it's being snagged up by everybody because this is just the best time to buy. It's a great looking car, and it looks much more expensive than what they go for. Quality materials, cheap horsepower, and plenty of headroom in the engine for power increase. Forged internals, baby. And you can get them in so many flavors. You got the sedan, the wagon, while not very common in the United States, at least I've never seen one in person. You got the coupe, and you got my personal favorite, the hardtop convertible. And the best part is that even though this platform is like 12 years old, you can still find them with low mileage. You know what that means, right? That means that you have a longer time to have fun with it and really juice it out. But remember, get the maintenance done. I recently had a viewer message me on Instagram telling me that he just bought a 2007 335i with only 25,000 miles, and just the other day I got another one that bought one with 51,000 miles, which is why I'm telling you guys that this is the perfect time to buy. You can still find them relatively cheap with low mileage. You don't have to worry about them blowing up anytime soon. I will say this, because of videos like mine and other creators, let's say like Adam LZ and his white single turbo 335i, people are starting to realize the true value of this car, and they're starting to buy them. And I'm sure that once this video gets suggested, even more people are going to buy them. So if you really want one, don't waste any time. Reason number 4 why you should buy one right now is because the platform is still relevant. There's a lot of YouTubers still making content on the 335i. There are a ton of active supporters. You got Facebook groups like the N54/N55 group. They're always active. People are always talking about the platform. You got forums like the Beamer Post. You got Reddit groups as well. And this pretty much means that anytime you have a concern or any kind of question, you get instant replies. People are still active, and people are always talking about the 335i. If you're unsure about a specific fitment for the car, just ask for pictures and you get like 200 pictures that show you examples of what they're rocking. You need help diagnosing the issue with your car? I'm sure there's several members that have experienced exactly what you've experienced, and they can help you out. You need a specific part, but you don't want to pay the ridiculous OEM prices from BMW? Well, chances are that somebody has it for sale in one of these groups. There's always used parts being sold. There are tons of creators on the YouTube platform that always make DIYs for the 335i. They have an active community, and you can always stay in the loop. There's plenty of information to learn. There's hidden secrets about your car, hacks and stuff like that. And like I said, the best part, they're active. This is not like something somebody's forgotten about. These are videos that are still being uploaded day to day about the 335i. And as a car guy, when you become part of a group, it always makes you feel better that you're with people that not only share the same interests, but are always around. I'm telling you, I've had a bunch of issues in the past and support was always at every single corner that I looked. You don't have to tackle anything on the car that you're not comfortable with without inquiring information about it. In other words, you don't have to tackle a problem blind on the 335i. The fifth and last reason that you should buy a 335i right now is because the car still looks modern. In the past several years that I've owned my 335i, I've lost count of how many people I've talked to that thought my car was much newer than what it is. We're talking about like 2015 and up. It's unreal. Of course, most of the people that thought that were non-car guys, but still, it always gets that my car is like a 2015, 2017, and then I'd reply and tell them, no, it's a 2008, and they would be blown away. I'm not the first person to say it, but the 335i has a timeless design. It looks beautiful. It has every BMW Q that we've all come to love. The perfectly sized kidney grills, the halo eyes, the proportions, it just looks great. And believe it or not, it's just as comfortable as any modern car. Suspension is really smooth. It has features that are pretty much still relevant: heated seats, push start, comfort access. The sport seats have lumbar support, bolster adjustment. It's just a freaking awesome package. This is a car that right now still doesn't look outdated. Maybe that can change sometime in the future, but I think it's gonna be a while before people think that it looks old. Back before I built my car and it was just stock with the jet black paint and the basic 18-inch wheels, I used to get a lot of compliments, and then when I modified it, the compliments like 10x'd. So what I'm trying to say is that when you have a very nice, tastefully modified 335i, you get a lot of attention, you get a lot of compliments. So there you have it. Those are my 5 reasons why you need to buy a BMW 335i today or as soon as possible. If you enjoyed the video or found it helpful, do me one favor and hit that like button. It does not cost you anything. It takes a second to do, and it really does help out my channel. And if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe with the notification bell on. That way you don't miss out on my next video. As always, thanks for watching. Till next time.